I don't know why the governor is complaining, because I don't know if he saw they were saying the same. When you don't show up to the committee, the people of Nairobi are saying go and get him from his house. Because they say you are my governor. Yeah, they say that I am unable to do oversight. In fact, even on this specific officer, the explanation was that I should know where all of the officers live and should be conducting periodic oversight visits. And now at home. So you shouldn't be complaining, because at the end of the day, the people expect that those of us in these positions do something about some of these things.
Chair, I just wanted to ask the governor, since this matter has been in the books for the last 3 years, are you able to realize this collection? Because it cannot remain in your books forever. So if it's not possible, can you make proper justification on how you can get it off your books? If you are unable to do it, then you can bring it to the Senate. They can be able to help you to go through that.
Chair,
thank you.
What my elder sister is not getting, the issue here is hundreds and thousands of people who owe the county rates and are not paying. Now, the only way to sort it out is when the county has the teeth and ability for those services you're saying, on Wanye Road, for garbage, it requires money. We want that quality of life in Nairobi, but you don't want to pay for it. It is not fair. So that is the issue, Senator Dullo.
No, Chair, I agree with the governor, the frustration and challenges they are going through. But the other thing is that, for how long are we going to have this on record? If you really feel that you cannot make headways, can you give this matter to the Senate? And then we can be able to see how it can be, you can be assisted. Because we cannot have it forever in books, and you are unable to realize.
Yeah, so that operationalization, I hope that is the right way you say that word. That making it work of those two laws, and that is really why we push those two laws, would be a huge victory for not just Nairobi.
So as we make progress, members, just governor.
Yes, sir.
In the financial year 23-24, for land rates, we corrected 3.4 billion, but there was a huge leap. For the financial year 24-25, you collected 18.5 billion. Is it?
No.
Is that figure okay?
No, that is one of the queries. That was a receivable of those
that is a receivable
of those who had
for land rates.
For land rates.
Okay.
Those are people, in fact, those are the best, because these are people you know, isn't it? They have an account, you have invoiced them, but they have not paid.
Okay.
It is easy to enforce on those ones than those who you may not know. And what we're working on as well, and I really wish it would be faster, an API between us and the Ministry of Lands. Because sometimes you get a defaulter, and then they say, oh, I did a subdivision. And so they say, oh, the ownership changed. The county should be able to know real time when those changes happen, so that we go after the right person. But the 18.5, Chair, was receivable.
So it is occasioned by the change in the accrual from cash to accrual.
From cash to accrual.
Okay, let's make progress. So people, do what you can do so that you can get these receivables. And then number two, if there's anything that the Senate can do in terms of tracking the Vetting Act and the other one is which one?
Sexual Properties
Act.
Chair, just 1 minute, 30 seconds. You said you are supposed to do something with lands, Ministry of Lands. Is there progress so that we don't need to come up next year so that it's assist? Because I know majority, if they can give you those, it is easy.
It's slowed down.
Nixon Korir is your personal friend.
That is true. But you know, institutions also exist. And we've been taken round by officers. I don't know why.
So lastly, Governor, I am relieved that you have put it on record, and please don't change the way that you changed this issue of ownership of the system, that you come back later and you tell me that you have agreed to take this loan, I think 6.9 billion shillings, you've said it yourself, it is just the anxiety that comes even with the timing. As the chair has said, these are some of the things probably if you propose in the first year of, because you came in and you found all those stalled projects from the previous administration. Maybe it would have gotten more support and people would not be thinking that you're looking for money for campaigns. So I think for me as the area senator chair, we appreciate these conversations and we wish that they would be more regular. Because today we have only dealt with the ROR chair, I want to request this committee that in the next few weeks, not longer than 3 weeks, I think the governor should be back here for us to be able to deal with the question of the projects and the executive. Thank you, Chair. Perhaps, Chair, I can guide.
Yes,
what the
please.
people of Nairobi want to hear, Governor, is that we are not putting money in things that don't provide value. So perhaps you can deal with the tier 1 server room. I have no idea what that is, why it costs 850 million, why the Auditor General is saying it's underutilized. Underutilization of Nairobi County tier 1 server room due to outsourced hosting of revenue system. The auditor is saying we have put 850 million shillings into a server room that we don't use, Chair. So maybe
Governor, did you hear Senator Sifuna?
No, I know that question.
Yes, please.
Which again is answered here. Let me go into the answer. I'll explain. So this is in relation to the SaaS model management adopted, because the county's tier 1 server room, while structurally adequate just for the hosting, was not at the time fully configured or certified to support a mission-critical financial platform requiring high availability, redundant power and cooling, 24/7 monitoring, advanced cybersecurity controls, guaranteed uptime and scalable infrastructure capable of handling peak-time revenue transactions. The county is working on redundancy upgrades, disaster recovery capability, intrusion detection systems, real-time threat monitoring, high-capacity bandwidth, and specialized system administration skills to safely host Nairobi Pay internally. The SaaS environment provided immediate access to these capabilities, including managed security, automated failover, continuous patching, real-time backup, and performance guarantees essential for uninterrupted revenue collection. I'm sure if you go to Konza, you can see the infrastructure there. Accordingly, the SaaS option was selected to mitigate operational risks, ensure service continuity, and support county revenue operations, while long-term plans for optimal utilization of the county's data center continue. Corrective measures undertaken is we initiated upgrades. Remember, this was done in 2017. A lot of the equipment was obsolete by the time we even get in there. Cybersecurity enhancements, including intrusion detection and real-time monitoring, have been initiated, and measures to improve internal hosting capacity for Nairobi were undertaken. In addition, a data center does not just host your revenue system. The data center hosts every IT-related, connectivity issue within the county, including our LAN connections, our email. There's so much that it hosts, more than just this software as a service. So that's the point. It's not necessarily underutilized, but we continue, upgrading it. Remember, from 2017 when it was launched to 2022, it was hardly, if at all, used. We found things that we had to be replacing. I've bought servers, I've bought new, what do you call those Dell things? Firewalls, that are required, but not just for this. You have ERP systems, you have, I can show you right now, I have a system that I can track any vehicle of the county, wherever it is right now, know who the driver is and switch it off if there's a problem. And I see all of them. All of those are hosted within that environment. So this was not, the data center was not for, it's not an exclusive place for revenue system. A revenue system is just one of the things within an IT environment that can be hosted at a data center.
Yeah, sure. I think that is clear, Governor. The question is, the auditor is saying there's still capacity for us to host that system there, in addition to all the other systems. And maybe from their perspective, if we took away the hosting component, it would be cheaper and value for money.
Nikiripotia Kamachu TV, itaripota 001 wa Chombi Kamachu.